My tailbone hurt.
Well, how about you say shut up? But on a real note, I feel your pain, man.
My tailbone hurt.
What'd you do?
Sat on it.
Darn. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I ate mine.
You ate yours?
Yeah. It wouldn't. I tried muting it, but I mean, it was too loud.
I hate it when David does that. Seems like every time you do something, David has to just interfere with the with the drive shaft of a car. Like,
Yeah. I actually showed him how to do it this time, but he still forgot the condiments. He gave the burger to me, and it just like there's absolutely no numbers on it. He misplaced a decimal and everything. It was terrible. I told him like,
I
can I
mean,
see your manager? And he said no. Like he
I
died
mean,
4.5 years
especially
ago.
when Texas borders it.
I know. Well, I don't care if they really support it. It really matters about their border patrol, you know? Because you
Yeah.
cannot let the green mix with the blue, man. It ruins the entire painting. Especially whenever the weather starts getting rough. Ooh, man. You know, you can't walk like that, man. It's crazy. I actually had my
Well,
therapist talk to me about it. He said, yeah, it's definitely chlamydia. So, yeah.
yeah. Like, you know, everybody's complaining about how grass can only be green and everything,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're like walking on Lake Michigan's toes.
Border.
Like,
Yeah, toes. So,
pisses me off.
I know. They just have no common sense, you know? They're the type
Yeah,
of people who go outside, you know, and they smell the roses, but then they trip over them, and then they start blaming the government, you know, because it's always the government's fault. It doesn't
that's a
matter
liberal.
whether, yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, we need this, we need this. Well, how about you just stop and just drink from the green cup instead, okay? It'll
Exactly.
fix the water's taste, you know.
Well, the green manufacturer,
What about him?
he's on a train.
Gosh dang, again?
Yes, dude.
I taught my dog this so many times, and he doesn't listen, you know? He still says, he stands up, he starts talking, you know? Just all dogs. And then he
He
told
just
me,
sits up and just
no.
starts talking.
And he told me,
My dog Sammy's burning in hell right now. Why? He couldn't talk.
but I told that to Owen, he wasn't really very receptive of it. So I
Yeah.
turned around and said, you know what? If next week your sales are up by 15,000%, I'm sorry, not 15%, because we're not Geico, you know. But if they are up by 15 pounds, then I will get you a brand new charger. Not the car. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the car. Yeah. Some people may say, "Oh, I'm not really into racing." Well, that's not the point, you know, because it matters that I bought you the food and you're gonna enjoy the food. Okay. Well, I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to thank the waiter. Well, you know, I mean, look at
A lot of that
Sammy.
stuff has
Look.
to do with software development.
It really does. It really does. 100%
Like,
agree. Sorry,
computer science and software development.
yeah. I mean,
Like, the
Pythons in general
newsboys, yeah, well,
depends on the
they're
type
the,
of. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
yeah, well, I mean, it's really cool how you can, like, code to do things. I mean, like, yesterday I coded to put
The
three
newsboys.
dimes inside of a styrofoam cup,
How'd it go?
but this, the cup ended up in Asia.
Well, I mean, if you didn't process the code right, you see, starting out with coding, I was thinking, you know, like mountain blue, you know, basic things, and then I kind of developed on the more things, like, I guess more advanced stuff. I actually had a
Yeah.
teacher who taught me how to get the proper clay amounts whenever you're going for it, too. And it really
Yeah.
changes the overall, like, work
Well,
environment
Purinas are
dynamic.
really good food for dogs.
It depends on the dog, honestly. I had a whatchamacallit, a coffee mug. Yeah, coffee mug. Perfect size. I mean, it fit everywhere, you know. Like, you can take it with your with your with your horse, you know, you can take it. I mean, 10 out of 10, you know. I definitely approve of the vacuum, yeah. But on another note, you know, continue.
Dan, my friend Dan.
Mhm.
To be honest,
Oh.
it's just like you type 1 in the calculator and you already got a freaking tape measure ready to just
Just go off into the world, you know, like, seems like he was just what was it, a
it's sad.
yardstick. He was a yardstick just yesterday, man. Man,
Yeah.
that's, I mean, that's what happens whenever we're losing the gulag, you know, it's crazy.
Yep.
My friend talks about buying me back, like, I don't know what he's referring to. I mean, I guess, I told him, son, you know what they say, okay? Lamps don't grow on trees, so don't
Yeah.
try and go out and find yourself a girl that just hates them, because in the end, you know, she's gonna come around, alright? I tried
Yeah.
out with your mother, as you can see, and she ended up not liking it because she said, you know, the water's just too hot. And I told her, well, honey, in life, you're gonna get your lamps and you're gonna get your dog collars, okay?
Yeah.
You have to really just find the spiritual meaning in between which is right for you. And she was, you know, of course, she was not really receptive to that, so I...
You didn't even talk about the renegade thing.
I did not. I did not. I was going through my recent sales, and I found that black. I found that black coworkers are actually. I feel like whenever I say it's gonna sound bad. Just, it doesn't matter what I say, it's just gonna sound terrible. Even if I say they're good coworkers, someone's just I just said black coworkers. It's just not a good topic. I don't know why.
Especially for right now.
Especially for right now. But I found that they were more receptive to the numbers 1, 3, and 48. Now, of course, I did my research. You know, I put all my Skittles in one basket, as one would say, and I flipped the coin. You will never believe what it was.
Black.
No, it was a ceiling. And
Got
so,
hit in the head.
we had
What?
to do some remodeling on that. Took quite a while. I was very surprised by the overall time. I told them that it was just in the basement, but they still couldn't get it out of there. You know. I mean, lesson learned, you know, never throw your dogs up in the basement. Even whenever they tell you, like, son, I'm very disappointed in you, and I have to tell them back, you know, like, listen here, Jester, if that even is your real name, you know, I mean, you're not going to get everything you want in life. It's just one of those things. So you have to get used to not being able to get the stuff you want, you know. Well, look at me, for instance, you know, I was born well-fed, you know, homeless.
Not even, yeah,
Beautiful
with
home.
Ronald Reagan and everything.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan, of course. Well-fed, starving, very poor, well-off, you know. And I told this to my teacher, and she still didn't get it. She said, no, you still do have homework. And I said, what is the homework on? And she said that if I don't get the homework done, then I'm going to have homework. So, I was very disappointed whenever I heard this.
Man. I got hit in the head with the loose rock. Woke up in a gulag standing next to Tupac with no shoes on.
So, was that your dream?
Yeah.
It's a very graphic dream. I mean, I've seen some stuff, man. I really have. You know, everything from what is it, ponytails to just
Green.
yeah, green. Yeah.
We gotta get back to like talking about green because this meeting is really important
It's really
on
just
Joe
multiple levels.
Manufacturing, and that's our main competitor.
I told this to all my coworkers. They still don't understand, dude. I try and tell them that if we don't like get out of the situation in time, the mafia is gonna get us. Whenever the mafia gets
Exactly.
you, there's no returning. We tried gymnastics, you know, we tried doing we tried water polo. But I don't think the fans really liked it. They said we don't like it whenever you do backflips. So we decided that the whole idea of going backwards in life was just throw it out the window. You know,
Yeah.
just eliminate the word backwards because that, as you all know, the
With crochet and everything.
yeah, with the coach's approval, of course. As you all know, though, you can never go forwards if you're always going backwards. That's actually Gandhi. Yes, Gandhi. I love that man. Best cookies I've ever had. But what is your opinion on that regarding the whole, you know, volcano eruption in South Venezuela? Yeah,
It's pitiful.
it is.
I figured that like the telephone pole would have been stabilized and stuff, but the 5G network won't even access the back barn to the back barn.
To the coffee.
Not to the coffee, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, it might as well be the coffee.
Okay. Well, I did some photography lately, and it actually turned out pretty well. I did forget the sugar, but I told my friend, you know, on the holidays we can fix it, so it's all right.
Yeah.
You know, of course, the holidays come around. You're always kind of thinking like, will this be the year, man? You know, always wondering.
Mhm.
When are the aliens gonna come back, you know? Of course.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, man, it was the 25th, so it didn't happen. Of course,
The
everyone's...
lifeguard. The lifeguard caught me in photography class. You were in it too. I don't know if you remember it. And he caught me in photography class because I was running. It's just.
What were you running to? Were you running for the...
I was running
the
for.
cakes?
I was running for the GPA.
Really depends on your whole outlook of what a GPA truly stands for, you know. In my opinion, it does mean that you have to go out and seek the true meaning of, what is it? Blankets. Yes, blankets. But my friend here he was talking to me like, bro, you can't have a blanket if it's always just turning upside down.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm into the new type of blanket. It never turns upside down. It never talks back to you. And if it leaves within 100 feet, it'll get a little shock, you know.
I know.
Many of them ran away in the past.
Especially when you fail at trivia crack. That stuff, man.
Well, I tried doing that, and I did everything they told me to, you know. Get on the steamboat, start the engine, and it shut down almost immediately. You'll never guess who was the culprit.
Newsboys. Oh.
I know, they're everywhere these days, man. I told them, you know, justice for the newsboys, but they don't care. Every single steamboat I find, it's just, it's gone, man. They take
Green
my
lives
shoes.
matter.
Green lives do matter. I do. I mean, you talk about that around, you know, wasps, and they're gonna be super angry with you. But yeah, nothing you can really do, honestly.
Don't get me started about sand dunes.
Those are awful. I went hunting for a few in, I think, Antarctica this past year, and it was not pretty. Well, let me tell you, man. Whenever they get them balloons going, they're unstoppable.
I heard about Antarctica. They were they were starting to build
A
they're
school
starting to
nearby?
build no, they're starting to build a United States. Basically, yeah, they're building Antarctica on the moon, but they're building a United States on Antarctica.
You,
With it's just plus that with access of free MacBooks.
oh yeah, of course. Like, why wouldn't you? I actually did one of those recently. I forgot the canoe. Ruined the entire experience, man. I tried convincing the Olympics, like, please let me back in, but no. They said, you know, if you're from North Africa, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. Sorry. So,
Yeah.
I had to accept the fact that I was always gonna be a dancer. So, yeah.
Especially, you ever get to those places where you're like, Metropolis is the best place you can
Yeah,
be whenever
I
you're drinking something
yeah,
like soda.
yeah. I
More,
thought
it's
about
more
that.
soda. It's more
It
soda rather than
it
kangaroos.
depends on the religion, you know. Buddhism, of course, you know, always seems to just be talking about the elephants and all that. I'm trying to tell them, like, you can't have cotton without plants, but they don't want to listen. They say no, 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 no. We have gorillas. So I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. Okay. I called the police and they didn't respond instantly. They said, son, there's a flood, you know, and
Yeah,
you stepped on a crack and your mother has a broken back for a reason. So
yeah.
it's very sad. It's a very sensitive topic as well. I know that the American people are very, I guess you could say, non-receptive to my top views about sailing in the wintertime. But I'm
Yeah.
convinced that I will be hurt. I don't care how many nurses think it is psychotic. I mean, I will. All I'm gonna say,
I was held hostage as a POW at Wisconsin.
really.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm just gonna clip that and just upload that. I can't. Wisconsin. How long were we going for? Jeez, bro, talking about everything.